Hello guys, so in this video I'm gonna show you how to create this nice looking blood effect using Niagara system. First I'm gonna show you what it looks like. So as you can see, when the enemy dies, there is this nice blood effect with the flesh chunks coming out of it. It's like this blood burst. So yeah, I think it looks really nice. Also the flesh chunks are randomized, they have different scale, different rotation, so it never looks the same, right? So if you want to have the lifetime, like a longer lifetime of them, and they are laying on the ground, and two enemies die close to each other, it's not gonna look the same. So yeah, there is also this blood decal on the ground, but it's not related to Niagara system. It's basically just a blueprint actor with a randomized blood decal spawning on the ground with the random rotation and random material, right? But yeah. Anyways, so yeah, I'm gonna walk you through this whole process. First, we're gonna create Niagara system. Choose directional burst. Then call it whatever you like. Then here we need directional burst. We don't need this thing. So make sure you have directional burst emitter. Then also we can add another emitter and call it flesh chunks or whatever. It's up to you. And so basically this emitter is gonna control our sprites, which are already in the viewport, as you can see. These white sprites. And then this one is gonna control our 3D meshes, right? We're gonna spawn some meshes with this one, but first we're gonna take care of directional burst settings. And yeah, I'm gonna walk you through this whole process, every setting, every value. And then I would suggest to follow along, because of course when everything is set and ready to go, you can adjust all the settings to your likings, but right now you can just follow along and make sure your result is same as mine, right? So yeah, first we click here on the new Niagara system. Then we change the inactive response from complete to kill. Make sure loop behavior is set to once, and then loop duration, let's set it to 3. Then also we can drag this thing also to match it, like 3 seconds. And then here in directional burst, first we need like a blood material to assign it to our sprites. And it's actually pretty easy to do. You just create new material, you take dark red color, you take value of 0.2 and connect it to metallic, then 0.1 to roughness. It's masked and default lit, and that's pretty much it. It looks just like blood. You just might want to create material instance out of it and then assign it here, right? So yeah, it looks like blood already. Another thing I'm gonna do is actually I'm gonna replace my old system with this new one I just created, so I know everything works correct. So right now it should just spawn a little blood splatter out of the enemy. Yeah. Okay. So first thing, we go in here under emitter update, spawn burst. We set the spawn count to 600. Initialize particle, we set it to direct set, lifetime 1. Then sprite size mode, we set it to uniform, value of 4. Then we have to remove this thing and add it one more time under particle spawn. You type in velocity and you just take this one, or it's under velocity, add velocity. We set velocity mode to in cone, then velocity speed, we click on this arrow and we type in range float, random range float. Then we set it to 500, 500 and 1000. And as you can see, it's bursting out already. But what we want to do is to set it, because right now it would look good if it's like I don't know, like enemy hit and it's like a blood splatter going this way and it should look fine, right? But what I want to do is to actually imitate this exploding effect. So I'm gonna set the cone angle to 360, so it spawns, it's like bursts from the middle, and as you can see, it's working. And as you can see here, like when enemy dies, you can just spawn this system and destroy the enemy or make him invisible, so it looks like he explodes, right? You can also add like sound effects or something. Yeah, so that's it here under particle spawn. And actually, particle update, we don't have to do anything, we just leave this whole thing as it is. So now we go here to our flash chunks emitter, and under emitter update we type in spawn burst, and we take this one. Then whenever you get any errors, just click fix issue and it fixes the issue. Simple as that. Spawn count, we're gonna set it to 10, so it's basically the amount of pieces of meat or flesh we're gonna spawn. Under particle spawn, we're gonna type in initialize particle. We set it to random, we set it to 1 and 3. Also we can drag this thing to match it with the other one. Yeah, so initialize particle, yeah, 1 and 3, and then under mesh scale mode we set it to random uniform and set it to 1 and 3. So yeah, it randomizes the scale of the meshes. We also have to randomize their rotation. So under particle spawn we type in mesh orientation and we take initial mesh orientation and we leave it as it is. Just make sure it's set to random. So that's it, we already randomized the whole thing. Then under oh, there's one more thing. Under particle spawn we have to add velocity. Velocity mode, we leave it as it is. Just under velocity we click on this arrow, we type in range vector, random range vector, then we set x, y and z values minimum to -300 and maximum to +300. Yeah, then particle update, we type in gravity force, we leave it as it is, and then also we type in collision. This one is pretty important. We then change the restitution to 0 and friction to 1. And that's pretty much it. The only thing we are missing is the actual mesh. So here under render, we type in mesh renderer. Then we go here under meshes and we just set it to SM cube for now, or whatever you want, just for testing purposes. Then under index, let's see if it works. Yeah, it works. It's just the cubes are really big, so we just change the scale for now to 0.1. And as you can see, the cubes are spawning. They are also like randomly rotated and scaled. So as you can see here, yeah, it works just fine. So yeah, if you want, like that's basically the whole setup, right? So now you can assign anything you want to the mesh, and it's just if you want to create like a flash chunk material like a mesh, it's actually pretty easy. All you need is Quixel Bridge access. You go into Quixel Bridge. You just yeah. So here, okay, yeah. Let's start with the meat. We type in meat, and there is this piece of meat, and it works really nice. It looks just like a flash chunk. So you download this one, and then you want to change the material. And if you want to have like a flash material, all I did was I just type in in Google Flash, like free Flash textures, and the first result was perfect. You just download whatever you want, like 1K maps, 2K maps, and then you got this thing. You just create material out of it. It's pretty simple. You just take all the texture, and also I just found out the roughness texture is actually making it look worse for me. In your case, you might want to plug in all the textures. So yeah, here is our Flash material, and that's pretty much it, right? You just go in here to new Niagara system, mesh renderer. I just set it to to my meat. So it's my static mesh meat with the Flash material assigned. And as you can see, oh, there is one more thing, my bad. So this piece of meat is actually a lot smaller than the cube, so you set the scale back to 1, and then it should work just fine. Yeah. Yeah, sorry about that. My daughter just entered the room. Yeah, so yeah, everything works just fine, as you can see. And the pieces of meat, they are randomized, they are randomly rotated, scaled. And just the very last thing is that if you cannot find these textures, or you don't have any other textures or Flash material, what you might want to do is go to Quixel Bridge again, and as you saw before, under surfaces and other, you got these cow skin materials, and I think they should work just fine, especially this one, or maybe, yeah, like most of them, right? Because they already look like flesh, like skin. So maybe you can just adjust roughness or brightness or something like that to make it look more realistic, but that should do the job, right? So you just download the piece of meat from Quixel Bridge, assign this material to it, then spawn it in Niagara system. And that's pretty much it, right? And as I said, you can adjust all the settings to your likings. It's not that hard, right? So yeah, I hope you find this video helpful, and I wish you a great day. Bye bye.